Hey y'all, welcome to the filling station.
All right, y'all, so in this video, we are making a holiday gift set using Dollar Tree items mostly. Let's say that, because this section over here, just being creative, I just took a kitchen set from Walmart and just embroidered a name on it, so you can always customize it to your liking, which is it's just great, right? But these items here came from the Dollar Tree, and these things here I just had in my house, right? So you can always customize these by using your extra, let me say extra, we want to use what we have, right? So using your extra vinyl, heat transfer vinyl, you could always cut out Merry Christmas or some initials or last name or whatever it is that you want to add to these items here to make it a little bit more personal or customized. But look, and this little handy thing comes in handy. So putting all of this together to create you and using your Cricut or your silhouette. So that was just another creative idea, y'all. I like to say, using what you have, and we have so many scrap vinyl, just sitting around the house getting heat transfer. So if you have a Cricut or a silhouette cutting out a Merry Christmas theme or something like this was done with the embroidery machine. So you can always embroider something on it and use those type of things. And one of the things that I love about this is last year I made these, just because, let's say that I did the Santa Claus here, and I did, just different Santas. So you can always add those. These little kitchen towels here came from the Walmart, y'all. So we can always try to figure out a way to customize your items or try to make it a little bit more personable. And a lot of times people think that just because you get something from the Dollar Tree does not mean that you can't be creative with it. And I say it often, y'all, balling on a budget, and this is definitely one of those cases of balling on a budget. So for this video, we are using some Betty Crocker chocolate chip cookies, some brown fudge brownie mix. We got our little spatula type thing, because we're going to need this type of stuff if you're making some cookies. And if you can't, like me, and just can't cook, right? So, or bake, let me say that. You're going to need some measuring spoons or some, that's going to be very, very helpful. And I got this little whisk thing. I don't know why I thought it was cute, so why not, right? So we're going to set these little things here to the side because I want to take off this this lining for this cookie sheet. And let me go ahead and say this right now. For this project, we went over the things that we're just going to put in this, but you probably will need some scissors. And if you want some things let me fix that. I had it in my drawer. So if you want some things to stick in place, you can always use some double-sided tape. That's always, always helpful. Let me say that. And even if we use the double-sided tape, it will come off. So we're not going to use a whole lot of it, but wherever you stick it, it has a little peel and stick type thing, but it comes off. Let me say that. I use it often, right? So double-sided tape. Okay, so at first I'm going to take this off. Why? Because I do not want this. It kind of like that little stuff right there. It comes off, right? So I don't want this on. I'm going to take this portion right here off, and I'm going to set it over to the side. And I'm almost certain Coco, which is my dog, is probably going to get that, right? And so you hear her making that little sound in the background. Okay, first we're going to see how we want to assemble it. There's no right or wrong, right? This little cookie sheet came from the Dollar Tree. It's no right or wrong way, right? Just make it fun. Have fun while you're doing it. What I will not do is keep these I will cut these off. I don't want those on, and I can assure you my dog is going to get those. But I'm going to cut those things off. Why? Again, because I do not want them on my gift. And when we put this together, y'all, we can put a little bow on it. And, if you don't have a bow, we can make a bow, right? But for this one, I did not design these yet. I did not design them because I just wanted to show you a creative way to just put together a gift set from the Dollar Tree, right? So these are our items. We can put all of that together, like so, and then just add our cookies here and here. So that alone could be a set by itself. Just this. Very inexpensive. You can always, I use the different kind of ribbons to tie them up. And let me say that, you can get a ribbon and tie it so like this. and then you can put it inside your plastic, right? So that was really cute. Like, look, we just put together something in less than a few minutes just by adding it together like that, right? But you're going to probably say, well, that could very well move. Well, it can. So let's just see if we can just put some double-sided tape. And keep in mind, I'm only using a very, very small amount. And do I really want to add the double-sided tape? Let's go through the different ways that we can create this. And y'all, that double-sided tape is very, very sticky. I need to say that, right? So that's one way that we can assemble this. Let's say that. Let me go back and retract. So we just put these items together. We put our little whisk, we put the spatula, we put that little whatever that thing is called, and and then we put our measuring spoons, and we put some cookie dough or some chocolate chip. Cookie dough or some brownie mix. And this is a gift set. And again, you can wrap it in a bow, and you can always, before you give it to someone, you can always put it in a plastic wrap. I use the plastic wraps like these because that's what I put my kitchen sets in. But if they sell them at the Dollar Tree, you can get the shrink wrap. You can get the other little bag, gift basket bag type thing. There's so many different ways that we can customize this, right? So let's just say we want to use one brownie mix, right? We're going to use one brownie mix, and we want to add these little things right here to it. Because if they like me and just can't cook, everybody will need the mitten and the pot holders, right? So I didn't cut these off because, again, I did not customize them for now. So we're going to just leave it the way that it is for now because, again, it's no particular person. I don't have anyone in mind as of right now. But, again, this is another creative way that we can add this. And guess what? For this one, all we will have to do is, again, make sure that we secure our items down with some double-sided tape, just a little piece. You do not need a lot of that. Again, it will come off, so don't get overwhelmed with that. So we just changed that look just that quick. Very creative, right? So being creative and having fun with it. Let me say that. So, okay, now let's say, okay, that's not quite sure if I want to use that. So we have our kitchen set here with the Merry Christmas on it. So we can assemble that in with it, like so. We can add these, or we can take our towels and bring them like this. And, there's so many different ways that we can make this a Christmas theme, just for Christmas and for them to look. So we can take this and, again, put our blue ribbon around it. And, y'all, there's so many different ways to make make your ribbons. And I know you hear me going through. Yes, I am going through. So this is my white and this is my blue. So you can take this and go around it with your bow, or you can always, let me tell you this, I always say there's so many different creative ways to make this. If you have a glue gun, you could, and I don't know if E6000 will work. I'm pretty sure it will. But if you want to be creative with your bow, you can always go in and make yours if you don't have one, and that's just putting one together like this. I love it. I just added a blue and a white, and I can tie that around like so and make a very creative look. We just changed this gift setup 3 different ways. Three different ways, just that quick, right? So that's another creative way for you to, to do your bow. I love it, right? So I say balling on a budget, y'all. Look, we're making bows over here and trying to redesign some look over here. Okay, so let's say that we did not want to go with this look, and we're going to, let's say, come up with something else, right? So right now, if you're wanting to just do the Santa Claus or just the regular towel sets, right? Just the regular towel sets. And these are the ones that I had, listen, no particular way, y'all. No particular way. So I'm going to still use my mitten and my, yes, and I don't know where that comes. Yeah, that's going to aggravate me. So here is another set. All I will have to do to this one is add a, well, I definitely want to, well, this will, okay, creative way. Let's say that. We can do this one without the cookies and just do it like this. Look, this came from the Dollar Tree. I embroidered this. If you don't want, have an embroidery machine, they still sell the different design towels at the Dollar Tree. So again, being creative and balling on a budget, right? So we're just trying to figure out a way for us to piece this together. And we could do this one the exact same way. Those are two totally different towels. And I just love it, y'all. I say it so often. There's so many different ways to, be creative and having fun in the process. There's nothing like, just having fun. I say that so often. So here is another look that we can create. Look, we just made these in how many? 3, 4 different ways, just that quick, from Dollar Tree items. So I hope this has been an encouragement to you so that you can go and try to find your own. And y'all see my dog is just being very different over here. So I'm trying to get her to not pull down my items as I am talking. Coco is Coco. Let me say that. But again, I am Dee Dee here at the Filling Station, our creative therapy side, y'all. And y'all, we have designed a gift set in so many different ways. So I am going to assemble one and I'm going to put it together so I can leave you with something to show how it looks as a finished product. So if you could please, I hope that you've enjoyed this video or spending time with me. Let me say that. So again, if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, y'all. We learn and we grow together. So until next time, be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.
All right, y'all. So I wanted to say this as a disclaimer. Normally when I'm crafting, I craft upstairs and my dog Coco is downstairs, but today is a different. But today I'm downstairs working, so that's why you see her in the videos. I wanted to clear that up, but here I am just trying to assemble this by adding some bows to it just to show you how creative or how you can just customize this and just make it your own. I can't say that enough. Make it your own and have fun with it. And if you don't have different colors or anything like that, you can always find something creative to tie it, to tie around it. And yeah, again, the most important thing, y'all, is having fun. So this is me here putting it in a bag so that we can see how it looks all, assembled together, balling on a budget, y'all. So if you're making this for someone or, I would love to see your pictures. Please, please, please share your pictures. I would love to see that, y'all. So yay, I'm so excited. So until next time, y'all, I hope that y'all have an amazing day today, as always, on purpose.